to represent my culture in the way I see is going to benefit it. But at the same time, I continuously get it wrong. I continuously get yelled at for making fun of my culture, but that's the nature of me. I like laughing at myself. I'm very self-deprecating. I don't think I'll ever be able to truly detach myself from Big Bang, and nor would I want to with such an important part of my life. I grew up on that show. I love that show. It's not so black and white. There are days that I absolutely miss it. And then there are days that I'm very excited to be able to explore different characters and do a show like Suspicion.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rudrani, and welcome to Speak Easy. My guest today is very special. He's a talented global star who has been consistently making me smile on television through the lovable Raj in Big Bang Theory. So let's talk about the very talented Kunal Nayyar. Welcome to Speak Easy and welcome to Zoom TV India.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
When you have a show that makes you so popular and a show that gives you so much love for years, how do you finally say goodbye and detach yourself from a character that you played for so many years? And I think which a lot of actors face is the fact that when you do something so well, they expect you to keep doing the same kind of thing. So if we talk about that.
Yeah, look, first of all, there's no, it's not a, for better lack of a better word, there's no science behind. It's not like a formula that you use. I don't think I'll ever be able to truly detach myself from Big Bang, and nor would I want to with such an important part of my life. I grew up on that show. I love that show. It's not so black and white. There are days that I absolutely miss it, and then there are days that I'm very excited to be able to explore different characters and do a show like Suspicion. I also don't think it's a con to be known from something so well. I think it's opened a lot of doors for me. And I think people will watch Suspicion because they want me to see me do something different as well. So I think it's not one way or the other. I am absolutely humbled and grateful for Big Bang in my life and for everything it's given me. And I'm also grateful now to have an opportunity to show and to not even show, but really push my own boundaries and ask myself how far can I go with the characters that I play?
I've seen a little bit of the show, and there's a particular scene during the interrogation, which I think you're very, very good in, where the cop points out saying that for people like you, which is again the entire profiling and stereotypical thing that is it's in the passing, and then of course things go the other way. So whether you do roles like this or otherwise, how important it is for you to be correctly represented, and also an opportunity to sort of highlight things that happen in reality.
Look, I'll always keep that in my mind, obviously, to represent my culture in the way I see is going to benefit it. But at the same time, I continuously get it wrong. I continuously get yelled at for making fun of my culture, but that's the nature of me. I like laughing at myself. I'm very self-deprecating. I love everything about our culture, and there are some things that I find hilarious as well. This is the nature of this. I think sometimes we've forgotten how to laugh at ourselves. I think that we've gotten so serious in our lives that we can't laugh at our own idiosyncrasies. So I want to represent my culture, obviously, always in the best way possible, but that also means as humanly as possible, that I don't only represent us in a way where we're seen as the highest, but even some of the low times and what we can learn from that. I think that's also very important to do that. And I've tried my best. I haven't always gotten it right. I'll always admit that. But that's always very important to me. And also coming home to Delhi and doing something in Hindi is very important. I'm looking at a lot of things that I really want to do in the future at home also.
Just if you could wrap with that, with playing that particular scene when they, about the profiling thing of the character during interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wrap it up really quickly there. I think that that's also important because that happens to us all the time. So I think it's important to emulate it and bring to attention how we are seen as different. And that's just the nature of how we are.
All right, we're over time. Thank you so much. बहुत अच्छा लगा बात करके, Kunal, and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
All the very best.
Thank you.